Hey guys, it's Mary Rose from PsychicSoulmateReading.com. This video is a 3-card tarot reading for our week ahead, for what we need to know right here and now. And I'm not going to mention the date because I don't want to discourage anybody that's watching this after the date that I've uploaded. So it doesn't matter, even if you're watching this like a year later from the time I've uploaded, the message is intended for you. That's the way it works. That's the way spirit guides work. You were drawn to watch this for whatever reason. And that's the way it's always worked with all my readings and all of my video readings. Everybody says the same thing. Mary, are you talking to me? And I'm like, yeah, well, actually I am, but it's like, it's already been pre-recorded. You're drawn here for a reason. You know, I can't explain it. So anyways, I've already shuffled and dealt the cards for what we need to know. I am working with the Light Seers Tarot by Chris-Anne Donnelly. I just fell in love with this deck. I just love this deck so much. And they're my new go-to deck. So anyways, I won't waste any time. I will show you the first card that showed up for us is the Four of Cups. Now, as you can see, there's a woman here and she is sitting here by herself. She looks bored. She's actually just more staring into space. And this is maybe what you've been feeling. You've been feeling kind of bored of something. Something has lost its luster, and you've been feeling like you've been kind of like at a standstill or feeling like a little bit stuck. Sometimes we get like that, you know. It's just like we feel like we have all of this go-to. Let's do this. I want to do this. Yes, I have it. And then all of a sudden we're just like, what brought me joy before is not bringing me joy again. It's like you're feeling a little bit discouraged. And that is easy to get discouraged. Even when you have passion and you love something, it's easy. You got to just, I always say, when you are about to do something, make something work or start something, don't tell too many people, because sometimes people, they mean you well, but there could be naysayers and they can kind of like dim your hopes and your dreams about that. So I always say, keep it to yourself and yeah, just have the spark inside of you. Surround yourself with people that are like you. I always say, find your tribe. And also, she's probably not liking the people that she's around. She's probably having some feelings like doubts and like, I don't really feel like being here. It just feels like it's just not good for me. She just feels unsettled, and that is maybe what you've been feeling, is a bit of unsettledness, even in a relationship, because cups are emotion, and she's not feeling something with her partner or with somebody, or maybe she's waiting for that person to come forward, and he or she is like sort of like keeping themselves a distance. They're a bit maybe. Well, it could be, this is a reading for the collective. Okay, so what jumps out at you is what you need to know. Okay, so it's like, don't think about, oh, well, she said that, and then now you're saying that. I'm reading for what is coming through to me. That's how I do it. And I'm getting from this is that there's a couple of you watching that are having this experience with your partner or someone that you love, that they seem to be distant, and you're feeling distance. Is one of you are feeling distant because you need to spice it up, you know, or you need to have a talk. You have to have a sit down. Sometimes we need to do that, or you need to get it out. Something is not coming out. Something is not, you need to talk. You need to communicate. And that is what's lacking here. And as you can see, there's some rainbows here. There's some colors. There's some healings. There's healing going on. And there's a cup that's being offered, but she's not looking at it. So there's something that you're not looking at. And it also relates to procrastination. I always see the Four of Cups as procrastinating. So I didn't say it. I'm just suggesting that there is procrastination going on in some way. Maybe something that you've been kind of like avoiding because you're afraid of it, or whatever comes through for you. Okay, so sometimes we do that. Our minds do that. We got the Magician. And you know, the Magician is the master of creation. It's like the law of attraction. As you can see, what he's doing is he's creating something. There is his pool of water there, and he's creating magic. He's attracting what he needs to him. I love the Magician. It's one of my favorite cards because it means that there's a force field. There's an energy that I am attracting the abundance. I'm attracting the love. I'm attracting all the resources and all the energies that I need to accomplish a goal in some way, or that I need something that I'm in desperate need of. And so that's what the Magician is. It's telling you that you have what you need, but you can't sit on the sidelines and just procrastinate. You need to get yourself moving and trust yourself. You need to put that energy, that spark. Maybe the boredom is with yourself. Maybe it's not anybody. That's actually where it starts. I should have said that earlier. It's where it starts. It's actually you. It's like in here because you don't feel like you're good enough. And that's, you know what, we're human and we tend to go through that. We're not good enough. I went through that pattern. I go through that pattern. We all do. We all do. We feel, oh, I'm not good. Oh, yeah, forget it. And we just do that. How many times have you done, forget it. It's no good, and just, it's never going to happen. Those things actually tell your subconscious that it's never going to happen. You got to get passionate. You got to get that fire under your skin, and you got to say, I got to do it. I want to do it. If you have passion, you can do it. I promise you. If you have a little bit of love, this much passion in you, you know what? You can move a mountain, and you got to believe, and you got to trust. You got to put that in yourself. And when you do that, you're going to attract and move a mountain and attract the thing of your dreams. Anything that you're looking for, you want to manifest, you can do it. But you got to just stop saying, who's going to like it? No one's going to like it. I don't know. I hear my clients say that. That's why I said, I'm not going to create that, or they don't like me. That's your brain telling you that, because if you love it, other people will feed onto that passion and want some of that. They're like, hey, give me some of that, So you got to put that energy out there. I'm serious. And the Three of Wands, you got a goal in mind. You got to do it. You got to write your goals out. I mean, I have to say, like, that's what the Three of Wands says. It's accomplishment, but how to get the goal setting is to write it down. Now, I have to admit, what I was going to say is that I try to write down my goals. I do have planners. I have like maybe too many planners because I tell myself, I got to write this down. I got to write this down. And you know what? When I don't write it down, I try to keep it here. I just write one word. That's really what I do. But you gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan. You gotta write it down, and then from there, what you need to do is take action, little action plans. Like Stephen Covey. He's got a really good book, The 7 Habits of Success. And Dave's the one that introduced that book to me. And like I had the planners, and I'm always like planning, and that's how I got my business started. That's how I got things started. That's how I got my life in order, was just through planning and through writing things down. So when you write things down, you actually are accountable for it, and you can get it done. Like, I'm talking about like everything. I'm not talking like, it could be just one word, and then say, well, what steps do I need to take? And then you just got to be disciplined with that. I mean, get the book and it'll explain to you in detail. Like there's courses out there of time management. It's all about, and I know you probably think I don't got time to read a book. Time management, it's all about finding those times. You got to eliminate watching TV a little bit. I like to watch TV, but I mean, just like some certain things to get the plans, to get the goals set. You gotta roll up your sleeves, and you gotta get it going. And you do that, you're going to find yourself in a really positive state. And also, when it relates to a relationship, goals and plans, I'm going to say something to you guys. Whoever is waiting for someone to come to them, it's not going to happen that way. You can't wait around for that person to call you, or where they're going to text you, and be obsessed with that and spy on them. And when I say spy, I don't mean, let me rephrase that. I didn't mean it in that way. It's more like waiting for that person and just thinking about them, and maybe even just passing by their house and saying, who are they with? There's some people that we do that, I mean, I never done that, but I'm just saying, I'm just giving you an example of some of my clients. Some clients say to me that they spy on their Instagram feed or their Facebook on a different name, something like that. I'm not saying you do it, but there's some people that do. And waiting for that person, and you have a goal and you have a strategy on getting that person back, it's never going to happen that way. Love doesn't take that place. You don't have to try to force. What I'm trying to say, forcing something. If you have a plan, you got to love yourself. And when you love yourself, you will attract that. If it's that person's meant to be in your life, you'll attract that person into your life. If that person isn't, then you know what, there's going to be another person. But the whole thing is releasing that and putting that love into yourself, because maybe you've been putting too much effort and too much energy into a relationship that's been causing a lot of stress on you. You didn't realize how much stress it's been causing you. So you got to let that go. I know we don't like to hear that word. That word is depressing. I know. I had a talk with Dave up there earlier. I was like, that word to me is like, let it go, because it means I'm saying goodbye. But you're only feeling sad when something is unfinished. And that is, you're the unfinished business. Like when I say depressing and letting go, it's not that letting go is depressed. Actually, letting go is surrendering, is a beautiful thing. But if you're feeling depressed about it and hearing that word let go, then what you're actually doing is you're actually feeling that there's unfinished business. And no, I didn't get to say that to that person. You know what? Whatever it was, whatever's meant to be, if that person's meant to come back, you will be able to do that. Or, you know what I always say, if you have something to say to somebody, a loved one, then and they're not in your life, you can do it in a dream state. You can actually, before you go to bed, and you don't have to remember your dream, okay? You don't, because some of us don't remember our dreams. So when you go to sleep, before you go to bed at night, just ask yourself, okay, I want to talk to this person to tell them how I feel, and I want to straighten it out. And please take me to that place, to the higher self of the energy that I can talk to that person. And you will go there. You can rephrase it any way you like. It's just your intention. I'm just saying something like that. I have to think it out. If I'm going to plan it out, I would just say, take me to so-and-so so I can sort it out. And I did that before with someone, and it really helped me move on with something that was going on. This was years and years and years ago. So you can do the same thing, but you don't have to remember your dream. But you will feel like a sense of relief that you did say whatever you needed to say so you could move on. And like I said, when you surrender, you actually attract so much more into your life, like the Magician card. The Magician is attracting, but first to do that, you got to get out of the procrastination, and you have to get out of that, like to work your way out of that. Sometimes we feel better to take a pill than to exercise. Like if you're having some, like some kind of issue with, I'll just give you an example. If you're having like a bit of sciatica, I'd rather take a pill than do the exercise to get myself better. I'm just giving you because I've had sciatica and I used to live on ibuprofen. And you know what? It's just like the doctors told me you need to strengthen your quads and you need to work it through, and they gave me like physio. Instead of the pills, I was taking that, and then I took, actually I started belly dancing. This was the early 2000, it was actually 2000, and I took belly dancing, and because I found that the undulations and all the movements when I wasn't inflamed, not when I was inflamed, I couldn't do anything. But when the inflammation surpassed after, I just started doing belly dance, and it never returned, and it really helped it to heal. So, sometimes we need to do a little bit more than just the fast fix. That's my message to you. So if you can just look into that, whatever jumps out at you is what you need to know, right? And that is the message that it's telling you, is not to allow the fast fix energy, that get rich, get that love spell so that person can fall in love with me and all the magic can take place and everything. No, those things don't work. The magic is you finding the love in you, finding the love inside of you, loving yourself. And when you do that, miracles happen. Okay, it really does. You can take yourself anywhere you want to go. You can take yourself to Paris. I know, I'm wearing a Paris t-shirt, and I just seen it in the video when I was, everything that happens during the reading is a part of the reading. And I always say that to my clients when I'm doing a reading, when I do my Skype and WhatsApp readings. I say, anything that happens, any kind of interactions or anything like that, interruptions, is the part of the oracle. Okay, so anyways, I hope that this reading was helpful for you. And if you're interested in getting a longer reading, I would like you to go to my website and subscribe to my newsletter. You'll be prompt, okay? Go to psychicsoulmatereading.com, okay, and subscribe first, and then check your email box, and you should be getting, I think you got to confirm, and then when you confirm, you're getting another email that has all of the 10% off your first reading, and also you get a coloring book that I created. It's got all these mystical creatures in there, fairies, unicorns, dolphins, and affirmations and mystical, and 2 meditations that I recorded to help you heal your chakras. That's one meditation, working to cleanse your chakras through meditation. It's about a half an hour. and a 15-minute meditation, which is a love and abundance. That's just, you know, easy flowing that you can just do anytime. So they're both good. And yeah, so do that. And you can also book your reading on my site too. It'll give you the times of when I'm available. Okay, and also you can it'll calculate your time zone to my time zone. So, you know, if your evening is my morning or my morning is your evening, you know what? We'll be in sync. We'll be in sync. Okay, so anyways, don't forget, subscribe first. PsychicSoulmateReading.com. Until the next video, I wish you peace and blessings, love and light to you all. Namaste.